Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today I show you how I make these savory biscuits. They are easy to put together and you need just a few ingredients. So without talking much, let's get right into everything we need. We'll begin with creaming our fat. So I'm using margarine for this recipe. You can also use butter. This is 250 grams and it contains some amount of salt, okay? Let your butter or margarine always be at room temperature so that it's soft to handle. I added half a teaspoon of sugar because this is not a sugary biscuit, this is savory. We just want the sugar to be a little bit in it so that it tastes good. So we are going to cream this until it is nice and fluffy. It will turn from yellow to this pale white color after a while of mixing it. Then once we are done mixing, this is the consistency we have, okay? So we'll go ahead and add in some nutmeg and also we'll add in some salt, okay? But if you feel your butter is too salty, then you may want to omit the salt at this stage, okay? Depending on the amount of salt in your butter, then you add the amount of salt that you want. You can always taste it to be sure that it's where you want it to be. Once we are done mixing in the other ingredients, we'll add some flour. I'm using soft flour for this, and then some milk powder. You can also use all-purpose flour in place of the soft flour, and it works perfectly. So I added the flour in batches, okay? Then you want to give this a very good mix, and then once you are done mixing it thoroughly, you will divide it into two, and then with your plastic wrap, you can either cover the dough itself, the two doughs separately, or cover the bowl and then let it be in your fridge for 30 minutes or until it's able to chill so that it's easy to work with. If your dough is a bit soft, you can add some flour to make it a bit firm before you put it in your fridge or your freezer. So whilst we are waiting for the dough to freeze, we want to put a few things together. We want to grease our baking tray with margarine, okay? But if you are using a non-stick baking tray, then you may want to just use parchment paper instead of greasing it, all right? So our dough is back from the fridge and it's looking all good. You want to dust your work surface with enough flour so that the dough will be easy to work with. You can flour the dough as well just to make sure it's not sticking, okay? Then with your rolling pin, you roll it to your desired thinness. So if you are watching me to this point, I want to take some time to appreciate you, my old and returning subscribers. God bless you all. And my new members here, thank you for coming and subscribing. I'm so grateful. So this is the thinness I am going for. I'm using this cutter. You can use any object in your house, literally. You can just use your knife to cut it into squares or rectangles, or use a small bowl that is shaped in any shape of your choice. So using a cutter like this comes with a lot of practice. You want to just shake it to take off the dough and then squeeze it onto your baking tray. Just in case you are also going to be using something similar, I want to show you a close-up of how I drop it into the tray. All right, so we are done getting all our cookies. I made 2 batches of this, okay? Your oven should be preheating at 160 degrees Celsius by this time, and you want to bake this until they are nice and golden brown. So when mine came out of the oven, this was how it was looking. It was really nice and golden brown as well. So you want to let this cool down completely. You can just use your flat frying spatula to transfer it onto your cooling rack, or leave it in the pan to cool completely, and then you can handle them because they come out nice and soft in the beginning, but when it cools down, it hardens up, okay? Perfect for tea time, perfect for that get together. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this recipe, and I'll be glad to read all your nice comments. Until I post my next video, remember God loves you and has a great plan for your life. Bye.